Well, when you first get here, you ask about what's been done in the past and what are we doing well, what can we improve on. And, the answer I got was there wasn't a lot of traditions and a lot of engagement with the community, and so just felt like we had to start from scratch on a lot of those things.
So what were the first things you focused on?
Really, it was with your team. The four-finger thing that we hold up on the fourth quarter, that we talk about our attitude, effort, discipline, and passion, and that's the cornerstones of our program that I teach on a daily basis. And so that was kind of the first, and then went through game day. How do we get a walk incorporated? Where do we eat? They had bussed them out to eat, and then they didn't even locker over here. They had dressed somewhere else and then bussed over. So it was really, first time we've done it, and so we found a good place to eat at the student center, and then a way to walk and engage the community and boosters through their tailgates. And then obviously the game day where the entrance, the lock and rock, and if you're a kid, then you come to that game, you get to come out with the team. Were things that I've done for 15 years.
Okay. So it's important to focus on the team first and then build out from there.
Absolutely.
So I know you can kind of set these plans in place. Did you just set them in place and they'll figure it out along the way, or did you make it a point to explain to them why this stuff was important?
Oh yeah, it was like they come to history class. Okay. I always think it's great that they understand the why. The why is the most important thing. And so why are we doing the things that we're doing and the meanings behind it? So when we do it, they're much more sold into it and buy into it.
So what was the why for them?
Well, it depends on why do we lock and rock? Is different in the fact that it's built in the ancient Roman times, where all of the armor had hooks where you would hook onto your comrade, and then if something happened, you would still be able to carry through. And the fact we also are not a football factory, we're a football family, and so we mean this, that we're trying to do this thing together, and so that's why we do that.
Where did that first start for you? Where did you first?
SIU.
Okay.
I was in charge of bringing the team out there, and so I think our second year there was when we started that.
Okay. So where did the idea come from? Did you go searching for something, or had you heard of it before?
I was listening to a sermon that they happened to talk about, and then I kind of researched it out, and then I brought it up to Coach Kill, and he thought it was a great idea.
So where did you guys start inviting kids to be a part of it then too, or when did that start?
Yeah, that started way back at Pittsburgh State, talking a long time ago. They call them bleacher creatures. And so we're just trying to create fans. These kids, you start them early and eventually they grow up and hopefully be adult Red Hawk fans.
You think the players enjoy that? We're way up there when the game's about to start, and we're not, we don't get to hear. Do they interact with them at all? What's the feeling like when you're down here on the field right before the game starts and that's happening?
It's great. They see those kids there, and I think it's great that the kids see them and kind of in that mentor role. And to a kid, they don't really understand, but to a little kid, they're bigger in life. And I think the players appreciate having people there to watch them perform.
All right. So if there's a Red Hawk fan getting ready to come out to a game this year, what do you want them to know before they show up to a game day experience? Well,
one thing is we pride ourselves on playing with a tremendous amount of passion, and so the energy that we create on the sideline bleeds into the field, and I think if you came watch us play, that's one thing that you come away saying, that those kids play extremely hard. We're trying to be a disciplined football team. Some days are better than others, but that's certainly something we're trying to have here. And I think when they watch us, they'll become fans. We may not be the most talented, but I think they'll appreciate about how we go about our business.
Do you think they can help, and how can they help if they?
Well, there's certain situations in a game where certainly momentum could switch from one sideline to another. Third down is a big opportunity that a fan could get and engage, because you got to communicate on offense. If someone doesn't hear what's going on, you create a little chaos there. The defense feeds off that energy and that noise and those type of things, and so that really has a big factor.